Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Tim.
Tim?
No, it's Dan Reader 24.
Oh, that is, why am I here? Why am I in on that account? Let's go. Damien 23 has left the building.
Shuffle it.
Alright, are we ready? Three.
Shuffle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jackass is fucking
5.
stuck.
You have to be.
Yes, I have Roidz on my team.
Oh,
I have a
Let's
three-leg
go.
game feeder on my team.
Soul Spirit.
No.
To be
Mine.
team of games. Team of games.
Alex? Who's Alex?
Yeah,
The
Alex
six
is games.
sharks.
There we go. Let's go.
Oh dearie me.
Let's go.
Alright, bye bye, Dyer, bye bye. Ducks.
Oh, I guess I'm
Bye.
always on Dyer.
Yeah.
What am I? I'm Dyer.
Oh
Alright.
no,
You are
100%.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, stream your perspective.
Radiant
I think I've got it sorted this time. I say.
Jolly good.
I think I worked out the hack to make it work.
And what is the hack?
I just like have the window, but I like push it all the way down to the bottom of my screen, so I can't see it, but it's technically still open.
Okay.
That's how they do it in the professional world. Alright.
Yes, okay.
Let me test it. Does it work? Yeah, there it is. Look, you can see your draft perspective. Just
I'm loading your stream. Oh!
see, on, off.
Very good. Ooh.
Cool. Well, I'm ready. Ready to.
Don't press enter.
Yeah, I know. I won't. I won't.
Cosmic Rich Chopstick.
Now we can call him Rich.
Yes.
Thank God.
10 seconds remaining.
They've banned out the Jakiro immediately for Drekkon.
5
And the Alchemist. Very smart.
Shame.
Roidz Tusk also gone. Icon and Pugner, so Drekkon's thinking, yeah, we want a long game. I don't want to win quick. Got nowhere to go. It's only 9 o'clock. Bans out all the push heroes.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team.
Bounty still in the pool.
Ooh, bounty.
Warlock. Maybe Drekkon will put it mid.
Yeah, huge Warlock mid. He's already won against Rich's Wisp, so he's basically ready to go.
10 seconds remaining.
There's a Legion commander in the pool. I know Oli likes to play that. Thanks for the follow.
5 seconds remaining.
Right. First
They
picks.
have a lion as well. Yes, that's a solid support. It's with 2 disables.
And we do love disables. Roidz is in the game, and there is a Naga. Maybe he'll try another Naga support.
Yes, could do.
Oh, fuck! I pressed enter by accident. I was trying not to press it, and I pressed it.
Serious? How did you press it by
Oh,
accident?
because I'd like my hand slipped on the side of
Your
the.
hand slipped.
Honestly, I just went. You know, I pressed the. the dot key on the numpad. That's my That's my mute button. Like. If I'm gonna cough or something, I mute the stream, and it's right next to enter, and I fucked it up.
Yeah, I get you. Don't you worry.
I've ruined it again, guys. I'm not. Next time, my hands are staying far away from the keyboard for the whole drafting phase.
5 seconds remaining.
Necrophos AA says no crowd control yet, but quite a nasty damage combo. High damage. You know, you're being hit by AA blast, you're losing HP, you can't heal, and then the Necrophos Assault seals the deal. They've got their tanky offlaner, they've got Underlord. Snapfire being picked up for the 3rd time in a row.
Snapfire can also be quite tanky because she is a strength hero.
I always forget that. He's actually a strength support.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, let's see who else they have.
5 seconds
Necro
remaining.
and AA, their ults can at least finish people off.
Yeah, great combo there. They've actually picked a 3rd strength hero now, so Tiny Snapfire and Underlord. Lots of CC, I guess. Well, Snapfire's got some. He's got slows and stuns. Underlord has at least a root. Tiny's got an avalanche. They've not got long crowd control abilities, but they've got... Each hero has at least one. Whereas they kind of don't really have any yet on the Radiant, so maybe they're going to round up their lineup with We think maybe a Beastmaster or Slardar, Tidehunter. Oh, in fact, I'm just looking at all the heroes which are in the game, which obviously is not right. So none of those heroes are there. They've got like Sven. Actually, all the strength heroes are pretty much gone because they've been banned or picked.
It's C.
You think CK?
No.
Radiant team pick.
Okay.
Gives them some pick-off potential. So maybe, you know, with AA Blast and Necrophosalt, that's pretty much a guaranteed kill on anyone.
Yeah, and an initiator at least.
True, always good to have someone to initiate
10
fights for you.
seconds remaining.
I know Drekkon has played a fair
5
bit of
seconds
Batrider.
remaining.
At least recently he has. See who else is in the pool, because they are looking for some crowd control, or I think they should be. But there's not a lot left in the pool. If Batrider's their off lane, and we assume maybe Necrophos is their mid.
Yeah.
We did talk about the Lion, he's still in the pool. Not a very durable hero, but he does bring a lot of crowd control to the team.
I think maybe Warlock is a good support to also pick because Team of Gays are currently picked. Like if the Fatal Bonds and the Warlock ult. For some reason, I thought Snapfire was melee. I was gonna say they're all 3 melees for some reason. But no, I quite like Warlock just as a support in general anyway, because Fatal Bonds is disgusting.
True, and when you've got AA as well, you know, they've got a lot of damage that's going to spread. Get hit by a big AA blast. That is an interesting pick, Lone Druid.
Ooh.
So when we see a hero like this, we always think, who's going to play it?
Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking. Who is going to play it?
Not Drekkon.
Is it another Roidz hero?
Maybe. I mean, Lone Druid is typically played mid these days. Solo offlane used to be, when solo offlane was popular, Lone Druid was really good in that role, and Bulldog played it a lot. But nowadays, Lone Druid is seen as mid, combining his auto attack with the Quelling Blade on the bear to pretty much just guarantee every last hit. So maybe a Roidz mid? I mean, he's played a lot of offlane recently, but maybe he'll move to mid. It could be Oli, but I don't know if I've already seen Oli play Lone Druid before. I guess he's been around enough to play anything.
And we also don't know much about this Jack S person either. So we don't know what sort of lane heal feels comfortable playing.
That's actually a big advantage for Rubber Ducks.
Yes, actually, yes.
Because they don't know what he can play. Is he a core player? Maybe he's a really good Lone Druid and they'd have no clue. Maybe he's a one trick. Okay, Dazzle. I'm not sure Dazzle's a great pick against AA. I guess you can save people against the Necro, which is one thing.
Legion Commander.
Oh, Legion Commander.
That was a fast pick.
They have a team of heroes who can be picked off quite easily. You know, they're not that tanky, the Radiant teams. If they get Legion Commander dueled, pretty much dead.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Jack S is more of a core player, but he hasn't played Dota in a while. Well, there you go.
Interesting. More of core. So maybe he'll play like. I have a feeling it might be like Roidz, Batrider. Just what my senses are telling me.
Well, he does play a lot of offlane, so I think that wouldn't be a bad suggestion, bad prediction rather. Yeah, I'm still wondering about the Lone Druid. It could well be Oli, but it might be Veteran. Could be Veteran, because he does tend to play cores these days, and he does like to rat.
And he is a rat.
He is a rat, yeah. He has a bear instead of a rat, but same sort of thing. And there's the Warlock.
Warlock.
They maybe listened to the stream, or your prediction was right. One of the two. So, Drekkon mid Warlock.
Yes, let's go. Owen,
Wow.
Legion Commander. Oh,
Okay.
Roidz, Batrider. Oh, I'm getting good.
Yeah. Predicted the offlane.
Crapper.
Very hard to predict in these in-houses because we've seen like Quap support and all sorts of. We've had a Tidehunter solo lane, you know, in the safe lane. So very, very hard to tell what's going on. Best just to wait and see what happens.
A while to pick their heroes. It's the case of one team will pick their heroes and the other team. Oli the Optimist is Warlock.
They might bait us. They might swap. We did it before.
I think it might be potentially.
Okay, Veteran Necrophos could be a Necrophos mid. Jack is on the lone druid.
Or it could be an Oli mid as Necro. If this.
Yeah, potentially. Don't know if Oli's played a lot of Necrophos. Not sure if it's his kind of hero.
Just the chat.
Content time,
Ross
oh,
Warlock
yes.
mid, Monkey Giga. and then Rich is like, I wouldn't mess with that.
Ooh, 11-0. Oh yeah, we've got mad production value. Just you wait till the rune fight at top lane.
Prepare for battle.
And you're like, whoa, I can see bot lane too. This is incredible. Must be professional cast. Snapfire's already drawn an arrow bot.
Oli no regen, and he has gone off and he hasn't swapped yet, so... Yeah.
He went for a full null talisman. And one clarity.
Clarity.
There's no point really building the full null because you pay 200 gold for what's 1 intelligence, basically. And I guess 1 strength, 1 agi. Okay, we've got 3 radiant top and 3 dire bot. There should be some interesting fights. I'm going to look at the top lane, you can look at the bot lane. And we'll see if this works.
That tends to be the norm, actually.
Yeah, it does seem to be that way.
Look at bottom, I don't know why.
But the heroes are kind of just dancing around.
Legion with 1 shared tango.
1 shared tango blightstone. Okay, interesting build.
So it's interesting.
Okay, I think they're just being very passive here. Looks like both lanes were the same.
Yeah. What production this is. Unbelievable.
Oh, I just realized my F5 is one of my keybinds for like jump to one of the rune spots, so I think I need to disable that. That's the one thing I need to change. Where are the hotkeys for like jump to jump to positions? I'm gonna cancel those. I never use those. And they're bound to other things. There we go. Cool. Toggle on and off. Nice. So when I'm missing something, you can just call it out and I'll quickly put up the cam.
Okay.
Or I'll try and have a look. So we ended up with Tiny and Rich in the safe lane on Noodles on Tiny. That's going to be a core. Mid lane was Legion Commander versus Warlock, which is not what I predicted originally. I thought a Necrophos would be mid.
Yep.
Owen versus Oli. And bot lane does have the Roidz off lane. No, wait, that's a safe lane. Safe lane Batrider. Oli has TP'd bot. And now Veteran.
Mid. What is going on?
But why? Why did Oli decide? And now Roidz is TP'd top lane. Because he decided he didn't want to be a safe lane Batrider. So now he's an off lane Batrider. Meanwhile, Jack stays in the bot lane as lone druid. So I'm... Is this part of some elaborate plan to get Warlock really early level 2?
Yes.
Okay, this is beyond me, and this is some high level Dota. Oh, it looks like Jack's in trouble. He gets shadow worded for a bit of heal. He does just get away. Tim taking a bit of damage in return, but he's got plenty of regen. Because Jack doesn't have a lot. So how's Veteran doing mid lane? Bearing in mind that he did have a level disadvantage coming in here. Because he was originally in a different lane. Owen's playing really aggressive. Getting lots of moment of courage procs. Which, as we know, heal him for a bit. top lane is just relatively passive, so nothing that exciting going on here. Let's look at bot lane. Snapfire
Yeah.
Cookie goes on to Oli. He Shadow Words himself to try and live. He's now running around in the trees. Jack is trying to do whatever damage he can. The bear does have Orb of Venom, so it will slow the Underlord if it actually attacks him. There it is. And now Tim is slowed. It gets the root off. Very short duration at level 1 though.
There's a fight. Oh, I was going to say there was a fight top, but no. It did look like Batrider was going to go in on the time. I don't think he wanted to dive the tower.
Oh yes, he has popped the Firefly up.
Although mid.
Mid. And Owen just jumps in, gets the kill. 2 ranks of overwhelming odds. Necrophos was only level 3, and yeah, first blood. I think that's could be a relatively difficult lane, Legion Commander versus Necrophos, but he did have the level advantage, so he just really pushed it. It's nice to see Owen mid. It's a bit of a change, and he's doing well. Bot lane continues to be quite aggressive. Tim using the last of his mana.
Oh, that root.
The root, the Shadow Word, and the Orb of Venom cookies himself away. Cookie doesn't heal by default, does it?
There's a support fight between Ross
Oh.
and Rich. Vengeance on the mid 1v1.
Meanwhile, Snapfire does just escape. Let's have a look top. Okay, they run away. Drekkon wants his revenge with the Bane versus Snapfire.
There might be.
So,
So,
that's it there. Noodles is running in. Oh, mid lane is very, very low. You keep your eyes on mid. Okay, looks like top lane's just gone quite passive again. Have a look towards bot. Okay, yes, JCA had to go back to base. Didn't die though, he was very, very close, but popped his stick charges. Kept himself alive. Oh, Snapfire Cookie in, but no follow-up. Tim unfortunately doesn't have any mana. He does have 5 stick charges. I don't know why they're so far away from the creep wave. I guess they're still in XP range technically. Oh, Drekkon spotted the courier.
Ooh. Reed. Pancakes, yeah.
No, he's got his ult. He TP's in, he ults,
Dual
but
mid.
I'm not sure that's enough damage though. Or will it be? A lot of regen, out comes the wand. Wand with Ghost Shroud, but I think that's going to be a kill. JCA there to secure the kill, and the shared bounty goes to both of them. Is the bounty still there? Yes it is, okay. Hopefully someone will realise at some point. So no dual damage for Owen, but he still gets a kill.
No.
Drekkon doing some funky stuff behind the tier 1. He's got an aggressive ward. You can see everything. Oh, regen rune for Owen. That's exactly what he needs. He has no regen items.
Regeneration.
He's heading top. Looks like we might get a gank here. Tiny's still got plenty of mana. So does Rich. And JCA's behind them. Poison touch goes onto Roidz. Out comes the Cookie. Cookie stun. Tiny avalanche toss combo, and that's going to be an easy kill on the Batrider. Is Drekkon going to get away? For some reason, they decided not to chase him at all. They thought maybe they've used all their mana, they've used their cooldowns, we're just going to let him get away. So he does, but still an easy kill. And Rich finds the ward, finds the aggressive ward, and kills it. So that allows them to pull and farm the jungle a bit more safely. Batrider TPing top, it's still 3 top for the Dire. That means they've left Tim bot lane. Solo is Underlord, but he is nearly level 6 because of this. I guess he's really not scared. Warlock and Lone Druid don't have a lot of kill potential. Tim is just going to soak. Maybe go into the jungle, pick up his arcane boots. That allows him to spam Farstorm on the wave to get some last hits. I'm interested to see what Dire are going to do with their 3 heroes top. It looks like JCA is rotating back from mid. Necrophos taking quite a lot of damage. Owen goes in, he duels, but the Ghost Shroud still has quite a lot of duration on, and out comes the TP. Drekkon is here. Cold feet on Owen. And out comes the Reaper's Scythe, and Owen is dead. Snapfire Cookie doesn't quite land. Fire Snap Cookie it's called, actually. It's learned. And that's a big kill. Top lane, Roidz a little bit out of position. I think he's going to be fine though. JCA going back top. Unfortunate that Owen died mid because that's a really big kill. Big kill for Veteran. And also Owen is dead for a very long time, enough to miss probably an entire wave, which is really, really irritating. JCA is potentially a little bit out of position, but maybe not. He goes in, Fast Snap Cookie, Mango Skep Mana, and Tiny's just going to combo him down. And again, Drekkon runs away. Level 6 on the Lone Druid now, level 7 on both mids. Veteran has caught up. He's caught up on farm as well, actually, ahead on last hits. Meanwhile, Drekkon, he's caught out in the jungle. They don't seem to have a lot of mana, these supports, but will they be able to get the kill? Yeah, he dies to Poison Touch. Owen was just about to secure the kill with overwhelming odds. Instead goes to farm some jungle. Hopefully picking up some neutral items, because I don't think I've seen any from his team. And that's going to be the first one. There's 3 top. Backriders alone. What's Roidz going to do? Roidz actually playing a bit aggressive? No, he's just going to run back. And Drekkon TPing top again. To get some wards up. Very defensive wards this time, but there's a very aggressive dire ward here. They've spotted the bat farming, but are they going to do anything about it? Not sure they can. They try and do something on Tim bot lane. No.
Try harder.
Don't manage to hit him in time. Rich has TP'd bot to defend his Underlord. But I don't think he's in any real danger there. I feel like we've seen quite a lot of Necrophos in these in-houses.
Yeah, I think there are quite a few people who actually do play him, but in different lanes too.
That timing just stole the outpost. Lone Druid's going to fear and walk away. But great timing from the Dire, securing the outpost XP.
Going on the Snapfire.
Oh, 4 Snapfire. Caught out and killed by Necrophos. Roidz has nearly got Boots of Travel. He's going for it first item, so he can get a much increased movement speed. Are they going to be able to go on Noodle's top? I don't think so. He's a very tanky hero. 1,500 HP already. 13 armor. He is not going down anytime soon. Rich rotating back top. Trying to make a kill on Batrider. They avalanche him, but they fail the toss. And so he's safe to fly around as he pleases. Net worth still very close at the moment. No clear winner in this early game. Let's see who makes what happen mid-game. Looks like they're going on Underlord. Get some roots. Owen is now here. Gets feared by the bear. Out comes TP from Drekkon. He's level 6, so he does have his ult. Shadow Word is dispelled. I press the attack, and there's quite an obvious blast. Optimist Kisses comes in. It's doing a lot of damage, actually. Is it going to kill Oli? Oli's just about to... Nope. He's stuck. Optimist Kiss kills him, and now they taunt on Drekkon, the duel. Is that enough to kill him, though? No, it isn't. Fortunately, not enough damage on Legion Commander yet, but Drekkon is definitely dead. So a great 4-man rotation bot from the Dire. Picking off, well, 2 supports, but it allows him to take the tier 1 as well. That was a great Mortimer's Kisses from JCA, just picking off Oli. And Roidz TP's in. I'm not entirely sure what he's planning to do. He does have Boots of Travel, so he thought, well, might as well TP. They've got no glyph and the tower's going to die. It's still 4 of Dire, but he gets rooted even as he uses the lasso. Does pull JCA back. JCA actually cookies in. Beautiful fear from the Lone Druid, and that's going to be triple kill. I did not expect that damage in that turnaround. Owen trying to do what he can to Oli. Gets rooted. Out comes the Warlock. Oh, AA Blast. That's a lot of ults, but that's a 4 kills for the Radiant. That's a fantastic response.
Oh, the deny on the tower.
Mid lane, it seems to be a very fast Necrophos. He's going to get the Reaper Scythe, and that's going to be another kill. That's 5 kills for the Radiant. From 2-7 to 7-7. And they have the Golem up and the Bear. And as we know, the Bear has a big bonus damage to towers. 40% more damage to towers. It's not particularly strong at the moment, though. Uses the Fear. Trying to pick off the Golem. Will they be able to do it? Yep, Golem dies. 100 gold to Tim. He's going for Radiance first, Spirit Bear. I know the meta currently is to go for Mask of Madness and Phase Boots, but he's opting for the old school Radiance build, which I still like, especially if you've got a good game.
Well, I hope that they know that the Lone Druid is going for Radiance because Necro has had it queued up for a while. So
Oh dear.
it'll be like double Radiance. So I'm hoping
That's a good point.
they communicate that.
Looks like a kill might be going on bot. Noodles has Blink, immediately uses it to collapse the Lone Druid, and Oli's trying to TP out, and I think he will get out. Very, very fast reaction from Oli. And now that they've seen the tiny Blink, they're going to be quite scared. This is the time where Tiny is just an unstoppable terror, running around the map with his Avalanche Toss combo. Pretty much kill anybody with it. And yes, I do hope they notice the Radiance, or they're going to end up with 2, which is a big waste of money.
They're both saving money at the moment. They're both
Necrophos, he's fighting Owen. Gets slowed by Rich. Out comes the AA Blast, but the Mortimer's Kisses plus the Jewel is enough to take down a Veteran straight away. Mortimer's Kiss is still going. Takes Drekkon down to very low HP. Jack has turned up though. He's got his Bear. Actually, just kills the Courier. All of Dire are here. JCA looks like he's a little bit out of position, and out comes the Blink Stun. Immediately picks off Roidz. I don't think they have much more chase. The Fear comes out from the Bear. But that's definitely worth it. He managed to kill Roidz and Veteran. And now they're going to push the tower. In fact, they see Oli. Do they have the means to catch him? No, they don't. I can see Underlord building a pipe. Is there any pipe coming for the other team? A blast. Oh, they just dodge it in time. Out comes the Glyph. Cookie straight in. Oh, a lot of damage going to Veteran, but he's quite a tanky hero. Out comes the Jewel, but he gets Ghost Shroud in time, but the Avalanche is just enough to kill him. That's another kill on the Veteran. Roidz is TP'd in. Out comes the Golem from Oli. And they lasso Owen, and Owen will die, but they did lose the tower mid. JCA trying to run away. Roidz is very fast because he has Boots of Travel, but he gets poison touched as well. Does he have the damage to kill JCA? I'm not sure. Tim, though, looks like he's going down. Pops a Pit of Malice to try and live. But he's going to die to Shadow Word, and he is dead. And a TP, Shallow Grave TP for JCA. Well done, Rich, saving your team. So, good return kills from the Radiant. So, as soon as they lose a team fight, they fully commit their team to get some return kills. Unfortunately, Veteran did die pretty much straight away, but not completely in vain. And they will try to pressure this tier 2 tower mid. They've got the Bear, but the Glyph comes straight out. Owen doesn't have Blink Dagger yet. He does have 2 stacks of the Jewel Win and a Blade Mail. So he's got quite a lot of damage already. 181 damage. It's quite a strong hero. Okay, all of Radiant are here. Dire running in. Looks like we're having another team fight. This is a very aggressive game. They're trying to take the outpost. Tim has walked in. Gets feared away. Beautiful Pit of Malice. The upheaval coming from Oli though to keep Tim in play. Owen, he's used Blade Mail. He's dueled, but Mortimer's Kisses comes in on top, and that is another kill on Veteran. Veteran does seem to get away. Not quite. Tim is low, but gets Shadow Graved. Owen walks away with the kill on Veteran. No Jewel Win, but it's still a kill. But Radiant, even though they're 4v5, they're not satisfied. Oh. Not sure what they're going to do. Are they going to chase or are they going to run? Are they going to leave it? All the heroes are still here, apart from Veteran, who unfortunately got picked off. Noodlz blinks in, but the Avalanche is not quite enough. Doesn't get the combo. Gets lassoed. A blast. And that's going to be him dead. JCA then jumps in. They really can't decide whether they want to go in or out. Okay, Owen decides, yep, we're going in. He jumps in, pops the blade mail, tries to go on Roidz. A lot of damage going on him, and it actually does kill him.
Here's a blade in
This is
your
an
eye.
incredible back and forth fight where no team can decide whether they want to run away or engage. Meanwhile, Lone Druid, he's just run in. He's going on Snapfire with his bear. He doesn't seem to care. They've now realized maybe we can turn on him, but Veteran is back, uses his ult, and actually kills Owen. Reaper's Scythe is down. Jack's going to die to Tim, or he's being chased at least. Out comes the Spirit Bear. No, it's not got any fear. Big damage return coming from the Radiant. Veteran, he's running in. He's quite a slow hero, unfortunately. And Rich picks up a haste rune. Drekkon has found Snapfire. Does he have enough damage along with the... No, here comes the Shadow Grave. But Tiny, he blinks back in, throws Tim in the air. Is that enough to kill Oli? Oli's very low. He has Shadow Word, but he doesn't want to stop to cast it. And that's going to be another kill. So many back and forth kills this game. It's like a 5-minute team fight.
And I'm afraid I think they are both going Radiance. They both got 3k gold.
Okay, neither one has bought it.
Yeah, they haven't bought a single part yet, but...
Hey, Blast goes through them up. So how long do you think it would be until one of them realizes when they've bought the whole
when they
item? Or?
both, yeah, no, I think when maybe both of them buy a Secret Relic, I think.
And he goes Nullifier instead or something.
Yeah.
SupahNoodlz, he's in there, he's trying to kill Lone Druid, he gets feared out, but in comes Pitamass. Owen is here, he's going to secure the duel win, but no, he's already dead. Lone Druid trying to do some sneaky solo action in the top lane, but with no vision and that close to the tier 1, it's not a good idea. Now they're going to try and push the tower. They've got a full pipe already on Tim. Roidz TP's in, uses travels, out comes the Golem. AA Blast as well, Upheaval, there's a lot of slows there, but they've managed to avoid the AA Blast. Lasso goes out on Legion Commander. Is Owen going to die? Owen uses the jewel very aggressively, actually manages to instantly kill the Batrider. Is he going to die? Moment of Courage dispels or dots him, just runs in and kills Drekkon as well. Unfortunately, Tim goes down to the tower. Owen is in quite a tricky position. There's no Reaper's Scythe yet. He doesn't have any TP score, so Owen is just going to run out. Don't know how he got away with that. Very ballsy duel. Very, very well played by him. Meanwhile, Snapfire goes in exactly the same time SupahNoodlz engages with his Blink Dagger. Really, really well timed by his team. Veteran now has his ult, but all of the Dire are on full HP, apart from Owen, who's about half, but it's going quite aggressive. Moment of Courage, another tiny stun. Mortimer's Kiss as well, they're wasting no time. Out comes Reaper's Scythe, not enough to kill Owen. He just about lives. Some well-coordinated engages there. I'm impressed with the Dire. And they will finally get the top tower.
Okay, they notice now. Lone Druid's going for a Deso instead.
A Deso on his main hero? I guess his bear's dead, so he's going to say, okay, Necrophos, you can take the Radiance. I'm not sure if that's the right way around, to be honest. But it's up to them. Let's have a look at the net worth now. The Dire are pulling a little bit ahead, which makes sense because they have 8 more kills. Tiny at the top of the net worth at the moment, closely followed by Owen. But interestingly, Roidz is top on net worth. This is the same as when he was playing offlane Clockwork and he had the top net worth on his team. He seems to be quite good at farming for an offlane player, and maybe the Boots of Travel is helping with that.
He's just got his A on disc.
He's top on last hits. He's got an Aeon Disc Boots of Travel, so he can just go in. Doesn't matter. Should he have rushed Blink first or 4-staff? No, he was like, well, I've got Aeon Disc, they can't kill me now. I'm just going to run in and engage. It's an interesting choice. I'm not sure it's what I would have considered picking up, but let's see if it works out for him.
Legion's got her Blink now, so she can just...
Okay, so she's just going to engage now.
Go in, yeah.
Well, I'm open-minded. We'll see if these items pay off. There's no vision for the Radiant. I don't know if they know Dire's there. I think they've heard Moment of Courage and the overwhelming odds, so they're going to run away.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
I know Lone Druids don't really build Radiants anymore, but I feel like if one of your if either Necro or Lone Druid are going to go for Radiance, I kind of feel like it should be on the Lone Druid. I would have thought Lone Druid would go Mask of Madness, but he opted for Desolator. Seems a bit odd to me. Guess it's good for pushing towers. Oh, and out comes the duel. They've spotted Drekkon, and he is going to die solo to Owen. Picks up some more damage. They're trying to do some return push in the top lane, but Roidz and Veteran, they're not the right heroes to push top lane. Both teams have glyphed. They've got Tinies, they're doing a lot of damage top. Radiant are trying to push top, but again, they still don't have the right heroes here. Without Lone Druid, their damage is very low. And Dire will take the tier 2. Are they going to go high ground? They're kind of splitting up a little bit now. Meanwhile, top lane. I see a TP. Tiny TP. Roidz immediately sees it and goes for the lasso. Bring Tiny back. There's going to be some more TPs, but is it going to be in time? Out comes the Reaper's Scythe or not. Tries to get it off. Does get it off just to steal the last hit. But also to add some respawn time to Tiny. So Tim actually underlords ults his team top lane. AA Blast comes in, hitting 2. Like, it constantly upsets the Blink Dagger, keeping it permanently on a 3-second cooldown. One of the nice things about hitting them with the AA Blast. But they didn't get the tower, even if they did get a nice pick-off. So that's something. And there is the 23-minute Radiance. Not the fastest timing, but it's still going to do some work for him. It's going to help him farm at least. We're just farming at the moment. Not a lot happening. They've pinged Necrophos is missing. Oh, they've seen Necrophos. They've got a lot of wards here. They are going to do a D ward though. So now Dire have no vision of the triangle. But they have a nice ward in the Radiant jungle here, so they can see the outpost clearly. Let's have a see what Radiant have vision of. Radiant have no vision of the enemy side of the map, so they're going to have to play quite defensive for a while. Owen is at the top of net worth, but interestingly, the net worth is very close now. It's only about 1k difference, even though there's 8 kills more for the Dire. It looks like Radiant have almost caught up. Batrider nearly top on farm, with Necrophos very close behind. Even though he had a 23-minute Radiance, he's nearly top of net worth. That shows you that this is a game where not much farming has happened.
Great.
Lone Druid's ratting. Tiny engages. And there goes the Aeon Disc, keeps him alive. Out comes the Jewel. Jewel and Mortimer's Kisses. That is going to kill Necrophos once again. The Chaotic Offering is popped, but it seems like it's a bit too late to do anything. The upheaval's really slowing their team down. Noodles is kind of stuck in the base. He throws the Batrider out. Is Roidz going to die? Oh, great heal from Owen. Keeping Tiny alive. Jack is here now. He's returned from his ratting. Cookie to send him away. Tim's going to root him for his malice. The Dire are on the run now. Even though it's 3 versus 5, will they actually get the Underlord? I think Underlord is going to live, and yeah, they all escape. Apart from Rich, who I think he's going to be able to run away. So they get 2 pickoffs, and then they just evacuate. So, yeah, good fight for the Dire. Now they all TP back. Considerably short distance, and now this. Where are they going to go, actually? It's a good question. They've all committed their TPs. They see Lone Druid, and they're going to take his bear. He gets feared, but then slowed by the cookies, rooted back into Malice, and that's 300 gold going the way of Tim. And they actually killed the Golem too. It's 450 gold in the mid lane. Maybe going to think about Roche. It looks like we've got a bit of a fight going on here. Tiny does manage to blink away. There's the Mask of Madness on the bear. Mask of Madness Desolator. You know what, Owen's like, I'm just going to solo Roche. I'm a strong hero with Moment of Courage. He's taking a lot of damage though. I guess his team have realised maybe they should actually help him.
Yeah.
What Batrider's doing here. Batrider's just trying to kill as many creep webs as he can. No wonder he's so high in net worth. He's got a lot of farm. The Radiant are actually way ahead on creep score. Out comes a big AA blast, but they have pipe for it. They get Pit of Malice on Oli. I think he's going to escape though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower, run.
Ben, why are you here? He snuck in. Snuck into the channel. Looks like Roidz is top along with Noodles. He's actually got scouted by the creep, so I think Noodles knows he's there. Both teams going back just to farm their tier 3 jungle items. Interestingly enough, the score looks pretty... Oh, wait, never mind. Might get a kill on Roidz. We'll talk about stats later. They know he's in here. And Rich has found him. It looks like Roidz has gone AFK. No, he hasn't. He does have Aeon Disc, though. Out comes the duel. Aeon Disc keeping him alive. Will it keep him alive for long enough? And it does, actually. I mean, he still dies. But he doesn't give any duel damage. I don't know what he was doing, whether he thought they hadn't noticed him.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was just wanting to think, oh, I can stay here and I can just keep cutting the waves.
They
but
did.
his boots have travelled to good use.
Wow, that's actually enough damage to pick off Drekkon. Just a bit of Snapfire and Underlord damage. So as I was saying, the gold, it looks like the Radiant would be really far behind. You just saw the score. It's 13 kills to 26. 13 more kills. But it's only about 3,000 gold difference, 4,000 gold difference. Which is, you know, one item on one player. It's not a big deal at this point. I mean, all of the cores are within 1,000 of each other. It's only Drekkon who's quite poor. So it's still anyone's game. Jack going top lane again, trying to split push. Tier 2 mid's going to go down without any resistance. Glyph comes out and it's on 11 HP. Owen's been eaten. He's been thrown in. He blinks as well. And that's going to be a kill on the Batrider. He doesn't have Aeon Disc. And it's quite a long duel. He didn't use Blade Mail. That was a mistake, but... What that's shown us is Snapfire has his ult. So he's got Gobble Up and he's just going to launch Owen into the enemy team. Out comes a bit of damage. Tim running away. In fact, Rich got thrown in. Big Chaotic Offering into the AA Blast. Is that going to hit anyone? It only just clips one because they managed to retreat in time. Rich trying to save himself with the Shallow Grave. Pop in a few heals. Oli actually has Aghanims as well. He's got the two golems and they've realised, yeah, we can't win this fight. This is going badly. We're just going to run away. And the entire team evacuate. Which I guess is the right thing to do. The big team fight ult was popped from Oli. He doesn't have that for another 2 minutes. So yeah, just run away.
That must be quite frustrating. Uber 5 stars.
This will do nicely.
If Underlord was my Uber driver, I'd be quite happy. Get there quite quick. They're going to use their golems to take Roidz. This is a ballsy move from the Radiant because they are quite far behind in terms of their team fighting. Oh, and great Mortimus Kisses comes in. It's going to completely collapse Jack. He actually survives by swapping into his other form. Noodles is in. He throws, just throws Veteran to his death. Jack is still alive, but very low. Owen is showing off his new BKB. Unfortunately, the enemy team are quite fast. He's going to run at Oli because he thinks Oli's a bit of a slow hero. Is he going to get him in time? He's just being slowed down by the Batrider. Moment of courage as himself. Try and get in, or press the attack rather. Does just about get the taunt off on Oli, but doesn't seem to have a lot of damage. Actually gets lassoed. Now he's going to die. Just lassoed under a tier 2, which is doing 200 damage a hit. Dire have just tried too hard to go because there's a second BKB. It's on Tiny now. Aeon Disc keeping Roidz alive. Meanwhile, they actually finish off the Roche. That's the Dire team. It was
took
quite...
them a while, though.
So they weren't in the fight, but they still have done well here. They picked off both Veteran and Jack almost straight away. Did lose Owen because he went a little bit greedy, but they took Roche as well. So now they're 7k ahead. Have a look at the win probability now. Oh, it's only about 80%. So still a decent chance for the Radiant to come back, according to however this is calculated. I want to see Snapfire use his Gobble Up again, maybe on Tim. Send a big tanky Underlord into the middle of the enemy team.
Yeah, he has got Aegis, so...
Ah, yes, it was taken Underlord. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do then. Or I'd hope so anyway.
That's not good.
Another tier 2 falls for the Dire. That's all the tier 2s down now.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Not so radiant anymore, it turns out. By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself.
Roidz with even more split pushing, thanks to his travels. Owen does manage to deny a tower, but it's still a tower off the map, which is what the Radiant need right now. The rest of Dire all in the Radiant triangle. Are there any big items that have been picked up by anyone yet?
Not that I've seen, aside from the Snapfire axe, which has already been there for quite a while.
And a couple of BKBs, I guess. And just immediately delete Drekkon. And that is very unfortunate for him. How many times has he died? Let's have a look. Only 7 times, actually. Okay, Oli's baiting with the sound of his ult being cancelled. Up comes moment, press the attack. They go straight on Veteran, and he's dead as well. Even though he lost Drekkon just a couple seconds ago to the exact same style of attack, he steps out the base looking for some farm. And it's greeted with a swift death and some dual damage. And Owen, he just gets launched out by Gobble Up, but the not Etherlens, was it? The Aeon Disc keeping him alive. Oli has dropped his ult. Pops the upheaval as well, trying to slow them down, but these golems are not quite strong enough to deal with the entire Dire team. And they're going to go down fast. Hey, Blast comes out, hits 4 or 3 of the Dire team. Tim is very low, he's taking a lot of damage, he dies, but he does have Aegis. I think they probably didn't realise that. Or maybe they did, and they're going to go for follow-up kill. They root him, he is trying to escape, Mortimus is coming out just to do some harassment. He takes Rich with him, but not the rest of his team. Will they be able to run away? SupahNoodlz has his BKB, but Batrider is very fast. He doesn't have anything to cancel it, unfortunately. As for some reason, Flame Break does not cancel. Jack still seems to be chasing with his bear. So they get out. Oh, and he launches. That is a long-range ability, but not quite long enough. He gets feared, and then Lone Druid runs. Lone Druid's going for Ags, looking to do a bit of split pushing this game.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good. Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, that's got to work.
So Dire looking to pressure the high ground now. Everyone's up. Bit of damage from JCA. SupahNoodlz, he's looking for a pickoff. Finds Veteran, goes in, does as much damage as he can, doesn't kill him though, doesn't bring him to half. They send Owen in, he BKBs, goes straight onto Oli, and Oli is immediately killed. He does have buyback, but he doesn't have his ult. But he buys back anyway because he knows that we have to go in for this last fight or we're going to lose racks. But they are collapsing the tower. Unfortunately, Noodles doesn't have a tree, but he finds one. Upheaval, slowing them down, but he goes straight back in. Noodles with the huge damage. Going to kill Oli again. It's going to be a dieback. Just kills Oli with a big crit from his Chrysalis. Mortimus is coming in. They're trying to do their best. They get the ult off, but it's not enough. The Batrider ult, he's going to be kept alive from Aeon Disc. They've got a Shallow Grave to keep alive the Tiny just for a bit longer. I think he might go down. The ult goes in and picks him off. Owen is going to die as well. A lot of tower damage going in. Tim, he's going to try and TP out, but unfortunately he dies as well. JCA just picks off the tower, and he's going to fall to the root. Rich trying to force-staff him out, but it's not quite enough. Oh, Shallow Graves him as well. Is he going to TP out? He's trying. I'd be amazed if he gets out, but he didn't quite TP out quick enough. And Rich is now going to fall as well. Oh, he's also got another Shallow Grave he's going to TP out. Nope, gets rooted by the bear. Tragic. And that's a full team wipe.
And their top lane's pushed all the way to the tier 3.
Okay, we see some buybacks. Just to defend the wave, I think. It's on both their support, so not a full committal yet. They don't have buyback on the Tiny or the Underlord, but they're going to be up soon. They've still got a tier 2 mid protecting them. So that fight was quite a big gold swing for the Radiant. Maybe about 4,000 golds, putting them a lot closer in both levels and net worth. but they have lost 2 tier 3 towers, so they need to be careful because one more push like that and they're going to lose racks.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself. Shadow wave! Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire have had both outposts for quite some time now. They did manage to get the 30-minute double XP. I wonder if they're going to cap it back, just so they deny someone to TPT.
Tier 4s are out.
And their first one's a pretty good one. Prince's Knife for JCA. Spell Prism, really strong items already. Spell Prism, I guess, would go on to Warlock, perhaps, as an upgrade for his Quickening Charm, so he can get his ult off more frequently. Or maybe it will go on to Veteran.
Yeah, Veteran doesn't have a neutral item slot anymore.
He just got rid of whatever he had, which I think was... I've forgotten what it was already. Minotaur Horn, also a really good item. Do you remember?
It was Greater Fairy Fire.
Oh yes, it was great. You were right. Timeless Relic. Adding some more crowd control duration. Not sure who they'd put that on, to be honest. Maybe could put it on Snapfire, giving him some more Mortimer's Kiss damage. And more stun with his Gobble Up, potentially.
Yeah.
Don't know how long it stuns for. Only 1.5 seconds. Not a very long time.
Somebody needs to take the Princess Knife, though. On Dire side.
Do you know what you could do with Lone Druid? You could create an illusion, yeah, with the cape, and send the bear with it, and they definitely think it was the real Lone Druid.
That is so big brain.
And then they go all in on it and go, wait, what? And the real one somewhere else just farming the jungle with this hero. Oh, that's amazing. You can't give it to the bear. I'm assuming the bear can't use jungle items.
No.
If they gave it a slot, it'd be ridiculous.
Surely not.
Well, he's got Aghanims on the bear, and
Oh, they're gonna go.
oh, have they noticed him? They blink. They can't quite find him. He's in the trees. They know he's in the trees. He has got no chance of escaping. Look how fast Owen is, just charging into him. Throws Owen in the air. Wow, almost kind of ruined that, but he does get the kill. The bear, though,
Oh,
it's still alive. It can still attack because there's Aghanims. It's got wait, it does have neutralize. It's got orbital destruction. Meanwhile, right, you look at the back door. I'll look at the mid lane. You look at the top lane. Sorry, the bot lane. So the Dire, they're pushing in. JC is TPing back. Out comes the Warlock. God, doesn't quite cancel one of the TPs, but he's going to do a lot of damage. Tim, he's going to try and ult away. He's got the Shallow Grave on him. Is it going to proc in time? Nope, he dies as well. Cosmic Chopsticks, they're chasing him too. Cosmic Rich Chopsticks. He's going to fall to the Golems. SupahNoodlz is trying to escape. He's not got BKB. They find him and they kill him with the Reaper's Scythe. Meanwhile, what happened in the other lane? They sent 2 people back.
literally nothing.
But nothing.
They tried to go on him. Even tried to cookie in. But just ran away.
The bear's in. Roidz is coming in as well. He's found JCA. He is such a fast hero. He's got Shivas as well. But he's going to get away. That was massive for the Radiant. They also took both outposts for the 40-minute. So now they're almost ahead on net worth and XP. They did unfortunately lose some melee racks mid. So they're down 1 racks, but they're equal in net worth and in XP now. Or almost equal in XP. So definitely a strong comeback. They are 12 kills behind, but yet doesn't matter. It's not all about kills this game. Or at least kills in the late game are worth a lot more than kills in the early game. Especially if you're a bit behind. And Roidz picks off JCA. That's definitely going to be a kill there. Tries to force stuff away. But he will go down. Tiny does have buyback, but he doesn't seem to want to pop it. They're using the glyph. Healing the wave up. Okay, the buyback has come out. JCA is dead. Owen, he comes in. Aeon Disc is up though, which is going to proc. It's going to keep him alive. Aeon Disc was a really good pickup. In fact, it can't really be picked up by Legion Commander so easily, and he does actually get away. Necropho's taking some damage. He's got a BKB. It's still only 4 versus 5, but the Dire seem to want to go in. And Noodles, he's gone in. Doesn't get the throw off because there's a full creep wave in mid. And they've realized the bear was ratting top the whole time. The Aghanim's Mask of Madness bear. It just takes the full racks. Radiant turning around, and the bear's now going to TP home. Or TP to Lone Druid, rather. But Veteran, he seems to have run with BKB. Oh, and the beautiful save of Shallow Grave, keeping Noodles alive. That could have been tragedy otherwise. But Veteran, he is going to fall, or maybe not. Ghost Shroud keeping him alive. Quite long duration on the Ghost Shroud. Batrider trying to keep him, trying to save him, but there comes the duel, and he's going to die. Oli, he drops his ult, upheaval, blast. Big damage coming out from the Radiant team. Tim, he was trying to TP his team out, but instantly dies Noodles. He's trying to kill Oli. Golems are punching him, though. He's going to have to run. Oli is actually tanky enough to live. Rich outgraves himself preemptively, just in case. Looks like Noodles may fall as well. He does have Blink in 2 seconds. 1 second, and he's blinked. So he is out. Buyback comes out from Tim. Everything is going the Radiant's way now. They are 6k gold ahead. Oh, it looks like the bear's in. Throw the bear away. The Radiant are 6k gold ahead, and they've taken the lane of Rax.
Wow, what a difference. Just a span of like 10 minutes or whatever makes in a game of Dota 2.
I mean, if you look at the net worth, you can see from about 33 minutes to now, 43 minutes, it's 20k gold difference. Radiant have just won and won and won, and they backdoored at the same time. So tremendous work. I mean, Owen does go in, he does usually get a pick off, but the big team fight from a Warlock support, showing what you can do with Chaotic Offering, Upheaval, and Fatal Bonds, slowing everyone down. Blast comes in, and not much I can do about it. They do have a couple of BKBs, and they have a pipe, but it just seems like too much damage. Now will Radiant think about Roche? The bear now has Assault Cuirass, so it's a lot stronger now. It's actually got quite a lot of HP. I don't know where it got all the HP from. Is this base HP now 3,500? It didn't used to be that high.
Not a clue.
Its HP's
I
only...
I don't like launch Roidz, so...
Okay. Its HP's only 2,000 according to the tooltips. I don't know where all the HP has come from. Like, I don't know how does it share some strength from Lone Druid or something? I don't know. Or maybe his ult gives HP to the bear? I don't know. I haven't worked that out.
It does say bonus HP and bonus armor, but I don't know if
Doesn't
that's...
give it to the bear. The bear's
I
going
don't know
to...
if it's him. Yeah.
Bear's going to solo Roche. Which is a funny sight. Just one bear by itself. It's not even a hero. Interesting that it can use jungle items though. I wonder what that looks like in the shop.
Just means more micro.
He's got a paladin sword on him and an orb of destruction on the bear. So the bear can have a neutral item with an active. I'm guessing it can't use illusionist's cape to create a bear illusion.
Oh my goodness me, imagine.
The entire team is smoked up. I think this may be one of the only smokes we've seen this game. Roidz, he's quite a little bit out of position. Oh, maybe he scouted it perfectly. In fact, he's done a great job scouting for his team. He pops the Minotaur horn, blinks away. Owen tries to blink after, doesn't quite get him. Fantastic work from Roidz, basically diffusing the entire smoke for his team. He's got Boots of Travel too, giving him even more move speed and allowing him to TP to any of his teammates. Very nice in the late game. Also, he can teleport to the bear. The bear is split pushing. The Dire really don't have many last hits. The Radiant have been farming a lot harder this game. And that bear is coming up to the lane. They see it, they may be thinking about picking off the bear. Unfortunately, the toss doesn't go on the bear, but I think they're still going to get the kill. The bear tries to run away, it gets the fear off, but it's caught in the pit of malice. Is it going to live? 40 HP, it dies. 300 gold to Tim once again. He probably has had nearly 2,000 gold from these bears. Roidz, he's teleported in. He's going to try and take JCA, but Noodles goes in at the same time. Owen comes in though, uses the taunt. Out comes Oli's Golem. Upheaval, slowing them all down. Their whole team can barely move now. But Oli, I think he's going to die. The team are running at him. No, he doesn't die yet. Shallow Graves keeping JCA alive. Owen goes down. Necrophos is incredibly low, but he has the Aegis, so he's going to live. Tim, he's going to go down to the Reaper's Scythe. And Necrophos is still alive. Now he has 100 health regen. Buyback from JCA, throwing out the Mortimer's Kisses. Owen buyback as well. He's trying to kill the Golems. He goes in, pops BKB. Pops his Blade Mode. Doesn't actually have BKB. Oli goes down because the Tiny goes in. But can Tiny get out? He's a hero who can easily go in with Blink Dagger, but it's not so easy for him to get out. Gets forced out by Rich. Rich saving his team with the Shallow Grave. He's done some great saves this game, but unfortunately I think that A-Blast is going to kill him. No, he actually gets launched away. Roidz saves SupahNoodlz. But at what cost? All of the racks have gone down. Oli not only had Aghanims, but also died and has the talent, so he summons another Golem. And now there's 3 Golems doing big damage. Owen, though, he's blinked in. Tries to kill Ancient Apparition. Does manage to kill him, but now they're onto him. Will he be able to escape? Roidz actually quite low. Doesn't have Aeon this ready. SupahNoodlz, he's in there. Trying to do whatever damage he can to the Backdoor. Does kill Backdoor, but Owen dies to the Golem and to Veteran. He's just in there doing as much damage as he can. The Bear's in. Roidz TP's in. And it's GG. What a fantastic comeback.
Playing out of his mind in that game because he wants his in-house MMR. He wants to be first.
I would say Roidz played really, really well. Probably my MVP that game.
Agreed.
I think to be a POS 3 and to still be on top of the net worth for most of the game, I think that's really impressive. Yeah, and he did work. The Aeon disc actually paid off amazingly. But also the Lone Druid played well. You know, did some good split pushing, did damage in team fights, and Oli's Warlock showing you a support with pretty much just Ags can still do a lot if you chain all your spells together. So yeah, some fantastic team fight turnarounds from the Radiant and the Dire. They had the team to pick people off. They had the Legion, they had the Tiny, the Mortimer's Kiss combo, but it wasn't quite enough to convert into full team wipes.
That was a very good game, actually.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Very back and forth.
Lots and lots of team fighting. Very close as well. No one-sided stomp. Okay, let's head up for some post-game chatter.
I'm technically TBD.
It's like saying
I guess it's TBD.
Yeah, you are.
But we had 3 legends.
I was playing. Martine was playing support.
But we had a Crusader.
He had 2 Ancients.
Oh, no,
I'm not Crusader anymore.
Had 3 Ancients.
How do you play against that shit? Like, how do you do it?
You just when
You
you were
end the game
like,
early.
when you were like
when you nearly ended the game. You
look at the win probability graph.
Could have ended the game.
If he gets Ags, then it's just over. Like, there's no way to win the game at that point.
It's killed that
tier 2 pushing tier 3 heroes again.
That's a nice grave switch.
Yeah, they were really good.
I mean, we went for Warlock mid, but
dude,
that didn't
Underlord
work,
is
so we
so
had to swap
tanker.
that.
Like,
Yeah,
but
man, I accidentally TP'd bot because I thought Necro was bot.
We had such
and then
a
I
screw up.
transitioned into POS 5.
You transition into Boss 5.
All those
I
lane
was in a lane
swaps.
with a Lone Druid, and I thought Lone Druid is probably better
Literally
call than me.
changed our entire positions around.
I was sad. My original positions were what we had at the end.
Roidz, you were the MVP, caster's MVP this game.
I just ran around like pushing waves. That's actually all I did.
It was good. We thought you did.
Completely
The
counted.
Aeon disc, though,
It enables
the
the
Aeon
Lone
disc.
Druid though.
So...
The Aeon disc, yeah, I know that was a weird pickup. But
I was gonna be so annoyed if we lost because like everyone was like, we should pick Legion to go with the at the same time as the bat. Otherwise, we're just gonna get like counted by it. Well, I think we threw. I'm really
Yeah,
annoyed.
it was a massive throw.
That's a bit of a throw.
You guys were miles ahead. Like,
Alright, gonna end it there. Another 2 good in-house games today. Long may they continue. Please, would appreciate if you could leave a follow to see some more in-house content. And I hope you have a good night and hope to see you tomorrow.